Okay, guys, so we might be experiencing a bit of a heavy day tomorrow when it comes, as it comes to the release of some pretty critical information. So I would like for you to take a look at this calendar right over here, right? So we are looking at things starting out with, let's see, continuing jobless claims. We have initial jobless claims as well. We have the 4-week average on that. Okay, that's going to be market moving. We definitely have some we definitely have some bill auctions as well that are going to move the markets. Now, the most important thing to kind of observe for tomorrow would be, or well, tomorrow for me, right, guys? Right now it is 9:28 p.m. Pacific time, June 17th. So we are looking at the Fed interest rate decision tomorrow, guys. That would be part of the FOMC economic projections. Now, following that FOMC economic projections will be the Fed press conference as well. So there are a lot of things that can move the market, and also the fact that we are experiencing I believe we're experiencing a market closure on Thursday for Juneteenth, and that should also increase the potential volatility. Now, I expect price action to kind of remain at ease, if not some type of upside leading into the Fed, because that's typically what we tend to do. The next thing we want to go ahead and take a look at is actually right over here, guys. So this is the Fed Watch tool under the CME Group site at cmegroup.com, right? So what this tells you is the information for the projections based on sentiment, right, guys? So we are pricing in a 99.9% probability that the interest rate will remain unchanged. So the market appears to be pretty certain here that we will not be moving, or we will not be changing the interest rates just yet. Okay, guys, so this is it's not always right, but I will tell you that this is pretty substantial as far as the sentiment or the average coming in at a almost 100% unchanged potential. So, at least good for us to keep in or keep under consideration. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and now kind of come back into the XRP chart, because I do have a couple things to show you here. Okay, guys, but before we do that, please do me the favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is ARCa, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next thread of analysis here. So I will say, oh, guys, make sure to take advantage here. It's going to end tonight, right? You can take advantage of the hybrid elite indicator that we just released, the auto trader, right, guys? So this thing completely auto trades for you, and I have some good news regarding this, guys. I'm not going to announce who it is just yet until the contract comes in and I sign the dotted line, but I am about to partner with a broker exchange, and they're going to be supporting the ARCa Bulls team. Okay, guys, so they have been really impressed by the way that we've done our work and the distribution that we've done of information here for the team and for the community. So we will be partnering with a specific broker, and I will announce that exchange as soon as I do have that contract. But all negotiations have come down to pretty much an agreement here, and we are looking good. So that means that all of the algorithms that I have here, guys, I'm going to be personally practicing them completely risk on live cash under that exchange and posting all of the results. So for example, this one here going up to above 73% probabilities with the trade success rate, right, guys? And that would be an 11-month total $10,000 account starting all the way up to $117,000, marking off an over 1,100, almost 1,200% gain over the span of those 11 months. And I do have every single trade listed right here, guys, literally all the way to that very beginning, right, guys, around June 17th, 2020. Oh, that's now, right? And that would be all the way back up here towards the June 5th, 2024, July 5th, 2024. So almost a year, guys, 11 months of that work. So make sure to get this for that Father's Day discount that is ending tonight. Make sure to get it in the description below alongside all of the other items for sale. They will be finishing tonight. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and continue here with the analysis for XRP, as we are not here to shill so much, right? And let's go ahead and take a look at this probability. Guys, I have something to show you. Now, this is your 12-hour chart here for the XRP price action, and what you're noticing here is that we are certainly sitting inside of a very, very concentrated zone of volume, right, guys? So this is what it represents here, right? These are the volume nodes, volume profile with node detection from Lux Algo. Very good stuff from them. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? Take a look at that resistance range coming in right about here at 217.43, right? And that's right at the center of that bound, the little highlighted gray area, right? So that's your 217.43 listed there, and that's your point of control. So that means that as soon as price action starts to break above that 217.43 and we start to kind of consolidate and keep that area, well, you can see historically what does happen towards the upside when it comes to closing bases over that target in specific. Okay, guys, so there have been some macro upsides, right? There have been some tiny upsides as well, but generally speaking, it is a zone that can split the bear market versus the bull market. Don't take that too seriously there, but it is absolutely marking off an area of resistance of which we're having trouble breaking. And since it is that we have the Fed coming up tomorrow, there could be some contraction, but I wouldn't bet, the biggest cash here before the Fed speaks. Okay, guys, we don't know what they're going to say. We're not here to determine or guess what they're going to say. We are here to react on what they're going to say and make educated choices based on that. Okay, guys, so just please be aware of that, and do not over leverage and do not enter here too much risk that you are not, don't take a bite here that you're not willing to swallow, right? Because this could very well be dangerous here for any side of the trading activities here, via short or long, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, guys, but so far it's looking like it wants to catch some type of upside. Now, specifically talking about BTC, right? Look at BTC on a 12-hour time frame, completely recovering from the bottom ends of which we've been talking about this support, guys, for several weeks now, and this support has literally worked out almost every single time for the upside right here, with some deviations, of course, right? Of course, but price action will do what it will. So far, Bitcoin completely rejecting that continuation to the downside from 103.387 between our range of entry here, and continuously thrusting towards that upside here. Let's take a look at its continuation here, right? 5-minute time frame, 10-minute time frame, and 15 still suggesting upside. Still upside on the 20-minute time frame. 31 hour are still upside biases on stochastic momentum. We're getting a little bit of contraction here on that 2-hour time frame. I imagine it's because we're coming up to the hourly close, and also coming up to a natural area of resistance, right, guys? So this would be an area of resistance. Price action would usually slow down there before continuation to the upside. Bi-hourly time frame still showing a massive upside. It did close and reopen here very recently, and yeah, look at this 3-hour time frame. It is a Marabazoo candle continuing towards that upside, not giving back anything of which is gained. And your 4-hour time frame that recently opened is now starting to break above the prior bar's high. So this is looking really promising here for the continuation of the upside on the crypto side of things. Now, 12-hour time frame would be the total upside that I'm waiting here to see. So let's see, this 12-hour bar opened up at around 104.590. So that gives us about $1,941.23 to the upside, which puts us at an average upside top, or a current average top of 106,531. So yeah, so the hard resistance, or the actual target, I would say would be very close in consideration to what that algorithm is saying. This is my algorithm, guys. It is the data cells algorithm. It is available to you should you become a member of the trading team inside of the ARCa Bulls Discord. Okay, guys, so make sure to look in the description below. All of those things are there for your convenience. Now, yeah, I think we're looking for some pretty good upside here on BTC. Should it start making these upside runs like this, XRP will not be able to, XRP would probably be, it would be susceptible to making some of these changes, right? So I do believe that we have a pretty critical, time coming in. Now, specifically this afternoon, right, because we are on the 17th right now still, in my perspective, we were talking about yesterday's upside being around the 221.30, having a bunch of resistance at that area. I kind of missed it here, guys. We came up to 220.46. just about 1 penny under the target that we were looking for. And we came back down to the targets of which we were kind of expecting for us to drop into. I know that we were looking at the 217 more than anything, but still, wow, it did kind of come down for a bit here, guys. Okay, so yeah, let's kind of wait up to see what's going on, because there is that potential break of XRP on the volume profile that we are waiting for, right in here. So should it start breaking above that, closing anything above that 217 43 or more, more likely the 218.05, closing above that, right? Any hourly time frame, preferably 4-hour closure, you would certainly start to look for some upside or upper bound targets. Okay, guys, so please be careful as we lead into the Fed. There is also a very bearish formation kind of setting up here, right, guys? I need to make you aware of it, right? I know that many people have already seen this, but I do have to point it out. If this is your head and shoulders formation, okay, guys? So if that head and shoulders formation realizes, or if it does take into consideration some type of some type of break, then this would probably be your neckline here, and we would have to take into deep consideration here the implications of this downside, right? It would be pretty large, and it can be it's not to say that it's going to realize the entire thing should there be negative news, right? But this would introduce a 164.09, which otherwise would be a hard target of this space right here. So the top side of this wick right in here would be a high of about 163.62, right? I think I could probably squeeze it. 67 is fine. And to the low of this red bar here, which is the lows that we experienced on April 6th this year, where it dropped all the way down to this 160, right? So the low is 161.06. So right about there would be our pretty much the bottom side area, should it be that we respect the formation, right, guys? But I will say that there is also a very rare type of inverse head and shoulders happening in here that can completely bear trap this formation too. Not to even mention the targets that we've talked about before, being the bottom side of this zone here at the low of 195 at that area there. We have the low of 195 here, completely consistent with that, right? And we have the 196.88, I believe, that we had. 190, there's a 199.20. Yeah, all of these areas here, guys, this can present a gigantic bear trap where price action can continue towards the upside. We have to be very careful over what happens next. Okay, team, so do not over leverage. Please be safe. And also make sure to send over to arcabulls@gmail.com your proof of purchase and TradingView username should you choose to make your path here with the new algorithms that we have to offer. Look in the description below, guys. Everything is on sale. Make your own bundles as well and talk to me about that, okay? I do appreciate you very much, and I love you very much. So if anything, you know where to reach me. I appreciate you watching, and I think this is a pretty good place to kind of cut it out. All right, guys. Love you so much. We will talk very, very scary Jerry soon. All right, team. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.